This video is brought to you by Dashlane. One of my main men, my big brother of sorts in this YouTube tech community, Isaac aka Canoopsy, sent me a text yesterday as I was slowly passing out while doing homework in a common area at my university, and he said, "Hey dude, check this product out, it's pretty intriguing." And I was like, okay. I clicked the link, I saw what it was, I saw the ratings, and I saw the price, and I immediately clicked buy now. And this thing shipped to me within 24 hours. It arrived at my doorstep this morning. And today we're gonna find out if this product, the Stylus Pen Superfine Nib Active Capacitive, sold on Amazon for about $40 USD, $50 Canadian, is in fact a good and effective and affordable Apple Pencil alternative for iPad mini, iPad Air, iPad 10.2, and iPad Pro 11 and 12.9. But before we get into this, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like on this video, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, as the YouTube algorithm likes that and will help push this content to more people. So as you can see, I have a literal pile of iPads that will work with this device, but first let's unbox it here. Slides out just like the Apple Pencil box, but you know, cheaper. It's a cheaper box, obviously, and we're immediately greeted with a user manual that says capital iPad Active Capacity Pen. Opening it up, we can see there are some diagrams of it, how to use it, etc. Definitely comes in handy, but I'll put that over to the side. And here is the actual stylus. Right off the bat, it looks exactly like an Apple Pencil first generation. I have a second gen right here. Very similar in diameter. The alternative is definitely lighter, but still it maintains a form factor that is comfortable to write with in the hand. And I can say that because I use a second gen Apple Pencil to write notes like every day. You can also see there's a USB Type-C import for charging, and they do include a USB Type-C cable in the box. And I'm happy to see this. I'm glad they're jumping to a more universal connector rather than micro USB. You also get a little cap for your stylus here, and you also get a replaceable nib if yours wears down. So while that's all well and good, how does this thing actually work with iPads? Let's start off with my main daily driver device, the iPad Pro 12.9. I take notes on this device anytime I'm in class for calculus, microeconomics, and I write my planner here, so I am always using the Apple Pencil. Okay, so first let's connect this device. It says touch the top of the capacitor pen lightly, the light will turn on quickly, and the capacitor pen will enter the working mode. So let's do that. I will tap it here, and a light does come on, and it immediately connected. Dope. Right off the bat, this feels like I'm navigating through iPadOS with my second gen Apple Pencil, albeit it cannot attach to my iPad, but the same thing goes for the first gen Apple Pencil, which costs double this stylus right here. So let me open up a pretty typical multitasking situation here that involves the Apple Pencil. I'm doing math homework, so let's write out this problem here. So 19 f of -2 is undefined. I'm just copying this down just for the sake of writing with the pencil, and immediately this is a comfortable experience. It's smooth, the tip glides across the display just like you want with the more expensive Apple Pencil. I don't think that there's any pressure sensitivity. Let's test that out real quick. I'll get the pencil tool in the Apple Notes app, so let's choose that. Here we go. So yeah, we only have one pressure sensitivity here, but hear me out. If you are a student like me, you're writing notes all the time, you're doing homework, is that the biggest deal? No, because as you can see right here, I can do some math here. F of x of 3x over 2, or the limit of h approaches 0 is equal to whatever I'm supposed to be learning, x plus h minus f of x over h. Like, this is comfortable, this is smooth, I already enjoy writing with it. Let's go to my econ notes and I'll write an imaginary definition here. So I don't know, supply and demand are related. If you're an economist, you're probably cringing, but you know, there you go. Here I'm writing, it's really comfortable, it's really smooth. And yeah, I mean, for 40 bucks, I am very satisfied with this. Let's try this stylus with another great device, the iPad mini 5th generation, which supports the Apple Pencil 1st gen. So let's go into, Notability, let's just say. So let's make sure the pen is on, reset it maybe. And here we are, connected, easy as pie. So let's look up Notability. So let's get to writing. Hello. Oh, that's just great handwriting right there. That costs $40 So yeah, I mean, just a really nice, smooth experience in Notability here in GoodNotes. Once again, this works with any newer Apple device, the iPad mini 5th gen, the iPad 10.2, which I have over here, the iPad Air 3, and the newest 3rd gen iPad Pro 11 and iPad Pro 12.9. But before we continue with this stylus review, we have a quick word from our sponsor. Once again, this video is brought to you by Dashlane, a streamlined and intuitive password manager, digital wallet, and security device. Dashlane keeps all your vital, sensitive information like your passwords, card numbers, addresses, identification cards, phone numbers, and more all in one place and conveniently autofills this information wherever you need it. You can also randomly auto-generate unique passwords and of course conveniently store them in the app as well. And as I mentioned, Dashlane is a security alert service which will notify you if one of your many online accounts are getting hacked so you can lock things down quickly. If you want to support the channel, click my link in the video description so you can use Dashlane free indefinitely on any one of your devices and get a free trial of the premium version, which allows you to use Dashlane across all your devices for 30 days, no credit or debit card required at checkout. Let's try this out with the iPad 10.2 inch here, a great budget iPad for schoolwork and note-taking, as I said in my full review. So let's go back into, let's go into OneNote. So here's a previous note. Let's make a little bullet point, maybe, and just say, hey, I'm making a note. Yeah, I mean, like, this is literally a cheaper Apple Pencil 1st generation without the pressure sensitivity. So like I said, if you are an artist, that might be a big deal. But if you're an everyday person, you want to take notes, you want to interact with iPadOS with a fine point of input. For example, if we go into Adobe Lightroom here, you might want to adjust things with the fine tip of the pen here rather than your fat finger. This device will do the trick. And honestly, if this fits your requirements, I don't really see a reason why you should buy the 1st gen Apple Pencil over this one, especially because the charging situation is a lot less awkward. You don't have a lightning connector sticking out of the tip of the pen here. You have a conveniently placed USB Type-C port once again, and this thing costs $40 USD, $50 Canadian, so very affordable too. And with the money that you're saving buying this alternative stylus, you may as well opt for a more expensive iPad like the iPad Air 3. So if you really want the Apple Pencil iPad setup, it's more attainable by once again buying this cheaper substitute in comparison to the more expensive 1st gen Apple Pencil. But when you compare it to the 2nd gen Pencil, this is where it gets more competitive. If you have an iPad Pro 11 or 12.9, if you're choosing between these two, you're really choosing between a cheaper price versus pressure sensitivity and immense convenience. As we know, the 2nd gen Pencil attaches to the side of the iPad and charges there. It's so convenient to have it there at my disposal whenever. Versus this would be in a pocket or a pouch, you know. It has more of a chance to get lost and it doesn't charge nearly as conveniently. I have to pull out a cord and plug it into the wall. Versus this, I pull it off, I use it for whatever I'm doing, I slap it back on the side, it's charging, it's always connected. Convenient. But once again, if I primarily use an iPad mini 5th generation, an iPad 10.2 inch, or an Air 3, and my writing stylus oriented tasks didn't involve pressure sensitivity, like I said, note taking for school, as I've said, I would honestly buy this stylus over the Apple Pencil 1st generation. It has a less awkward charging method and it's half the cost. So I will leave a link in the video description if you're interested in this product. I am certainly impressed by it, and thank you once again to Isaac for bringing my attention to it. And that about wraps things up. I hope this video was helpful and informative. I'll be leaving 2 links in the description, one to our sponsor Dashlane. Check them out once again if you're interested, and the second to this great Apple Pencil alternative. I'd really appreciate it once again if you leave a like on this video, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, and subscribe for more content like this. And as always, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one.